To make my potted pomegranate bear fruit in its second year, I used root seedlings from air layer propagation. I bought 7 of them at once. Surely, not all of them would fail to survive, right? When I unpacked them, the roots weren't very developed. I started to worry about their survival rate. I placed a stone over the drainage hole and filled it with loose, breathable nutrient soil. Then I planted the air layer seedlings just deep enough to cover the rooting point. The first watering was thorough to settle the roots. On the 4th day, new buds appeared. The previous leaves had dried out, so I watered to keep the soil moist. After 12 days, many new shoots had sprouted. I was both surprised and delighted. They still hadn't been exposed to the sun. I kept the soil constantly moist, but never waterlogged. They grew incredibly fast. By day 25, 3 long branches had already developed. Now they could finally be placed outside in the sun. By day 55, the other seedlings planted at the same time had already formed flower buds. For this one in the pot, I inserted a stick to change the direction of the pomegranate branch's growth so it would develop upward. 2 months later, the earlier flowers had started to swell into fruit. I immediately prepared nutrient solution. I mixed 250 grams of rapeseed cake into 15 liters of water, stirred it, covered it, and let it sit for 10 days. After 10 days, the rapeseed cake dissolved into the water. This rapeseed cake fertilizer is rich in nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and other nutrients. I then added 250 milliliters of this liquid fertilizer to 5 liters of water, diluting it to feed the plant and boost growth. It also helps prevent pests and diseases. Finally, after 160 days, the pomegranates turned orange-red. It felt like a signal to harvest and eat. I cut down the very first ripe one. It wasn't very big for a potted plant, but it still bore fruit. There were a few more, though they were smaller. What I cared most about was whether they were ripe inside. To satisfy my curiosity, I cut one open. Perfect. I'll definitely plant more in the future.